kiss you so much, you think I'm gone mad. Kiss you in places you forgot you had. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Hey, baby, I'm gonna kiss you all over. I'm gonna kiss you so much, I'll blow your mind. Kiss you in places where the sun don't shine. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Let me say it again. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. I'm gonna kiss you on your eyes and kiss you on your hair. Kiss you in places I can't even say where. Hey, baby, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Here's where I'm gonna kiss you. Where your finger bone connected to your hand bone, and your hand bone connected to your wrist bone, and your wrist bone connected to your arm bone, and your arm bone connected to your shoulder bone, and your shoulder bone connected to your collarbone, and your collarbone connected to your breast bone. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. When I start to kiss, I'm hard to stop. I kiss you all over like a lollipop. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Here's somewhere else I'm gonna kiss. Where your toes bone connected to your foot bone, and your foot bone connected to your ankle bone, and your ankle bone connected to your leg bone, and your leg bone connected to your knee bone, your knee bone connected to your thigh bone, and your thigh bone connected to your hip bone. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. When I start to kiss, I'm hard to stop. I'll kiss you all over like a lollipop. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over. Come here, girl, I'm gonna kiss you all over.
WSMU, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster.
Our relationship is rock solid.
President Biden in London, his first meeting today at 10 Downing Street, the official office and residence of the British Prime Minister.
The president meeting at what's being called a climate engagement with the king, as well as a group of philanthropists. Then he's off to Lithuania to meet NATO leaders.
Fox's Jill Nato. Flooding in parts of the Northeast is the worst since Hurricane Irene 12 years ago.
Over 8 inches in parts of Pennsylvania, close to 8 inches in New York. I think we'll get some of those rain totals upwards of maybe 10 inches later today. And it really came within a matter of just hours.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. There's at least one flood-related death, and people are reported missing in Orange County, New York. It's an hour north of New York City. America's listening to Fox News.
97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And good Monday morning. I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
And you're just going to have us today. Rayford had quite the sea adventure yesterday.
Yes, he did.
So he will not be able to join us. Him and a couple of his buddies were out on the ocean when that giant storm came up, 7-foot seas, and they had an ordeal. Couldn't get the Coast Guard to help them, and it was rough.
Yeah. I walked in the door this morning and I was like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
That would be a scary adventure.
Yeah. So Rayford's resting this morning. because that storm
Yeah, he
was
said it
unreal.
came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. They
Yeah.
got no warning whatsoever. It just hit, and they were trying to go one direction, and it was just as bad.
Yeah.
Turn around, came back the other way, but got home safely.
Yes.
Thank goodness. So that's all that matters. But
Yes.
what an ordeal!
I'm telling you.
oh,
yep.
I could just imagine you on that boat.
That's why I don't do.
You'd
Let
been
me tell you
screaming
something
and
right now.
crying.
Rayford knows I will not go on a boat with him, mainly because I've heard a story. But I'll go on the river. I will not go in the ocean with him. Not doing it. I've done that before, not here.
Mhm.
I had my whole ordeal in Ireland, and I will not do that twice.
I've been on his boat
Yeah.
in the ocean. But
I
of
don't do
course
ocean boats.
It was a
now.
good day. It
Yeah.
was a good day. It was a little back and forth, waving back and forth, but I enjoyed that. It didn't bother me.
I don't like it.
But
and I
7-foot seas.
Mm-mm.
I'd been wearing 3
I've
life
done
vests.
7-foot seas. That's what I'm saying. I don't do ocean boats.
I've been wearing everybody's life
Mhm.
vests. Yeah, like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
on your own. These are
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. Nope. So
It was a monster of a storm yesterday that
It was
came
rough.
through. I started getting warnings on every apparatus I
Mhm.
had, and at one time I got a tornado warning, and I'm like,
yeah.
where? It just said for Jacksonville.
And then I got a second one that talked about it was down in Sneed's
Yes,
Ferry.
it was a good
Then
5
it said
minutes
coming
later.
across the Onslow Beach and
Right.
coming up. But yeah, but see, I was at mom's this weekend.
Yes.
And my daughter had looked at the radar Saturday night and knew we were getting storms. They were getting
Right.
them first there,
Right.
and then they were coming this way. So we left at 8 in the morning yesterday
That's
trying to
good.
beat. And mom said within 8 minutes of us leaving her house, the bottom just dropped out of the sky. She thought we'd been caught in it. I'm like, Mom, it never rained. Once we got from between Burlington and Raleigh, it was very like overcast.
Right.
But Megan had the radar going, so we knew.
Well, you got
then-
through there before they got hit
Oh,
because
heck yeah.
Raleigh took
Yeah.
a lot of wind damage
Yeah.
and flooding streets.
Yeah.
I mean, there was damages from the western part of the state
Mhm.
all the way over. And I know some
Mhm.
friends of ours in Richlands lost power.
Yeah, a lot of people lost
Tree
power.
limbs
Yeah.
down, lines down. It was crazy because I know I had just come in from outside and it turned black.
Yeah, I was on my front porch.
Then the wind
Yeah.
started whipping up. Yeah, I saw your video and
Yeah.
I was like, holy mo. Then
Yeah.
the tornado warning.
Yeah.
And then I turned TV news
Mhm.
and they weren't even mentioning this. And I'm like, is this a mistake?
No, there was
But
alerts on the TV. They
finally came in with the alerts.
Because my dog doesn't
Yes.
like the sound of that. That alert
Yeah, my
sound.
dog starts howling.
He doesn't like it. So, but then some restaurants on Western Boulevard had lost power
Right. Right.
because Robin went to go get some kind of chicken thing he likes, and they're like, "We can't serve you any food." He's like, "Why not?" He's like, "They're like, there's no power." So then he went to a second restaurant down this right on Western. Nope, same.
Well, it looks
That's
like
your sign right there.
it looks
buddy.
like we're going to have some more rain today,
Mhm.
but it's not going to be anything like it was yesterday.
Yesterday was wild.
It was wild.
Yeah. So that's why you have us today and not Rayford. He's in there trying to rest. He just looks rough. Yeah.
He went through.
He did.
An
He went through
ordeal
a serious
yesterday.
ordeal. And that's unnerving.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Imagine
So-
all of them were scared.
Yeah.
I would have been.
See, that's just why I wouldn't go out on that boat in the ocean. But
So, other than
Yeah.
that, how was your weekend?
it was good. It rained Saturday up there a little bit as well, but it
Yeah,
was
it
nice.
rained here Saturday
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah.
Enough to water the garden.
Oh, it came a storm. We were down there picking up some dinner, and all of a sudden we could see it in the rearview mirror, and all of a sudden, and you could see the line going down the road. I was going back to mom's, and you could see
The line
clear.
of ra-
You see the
yes.
line of rain,
Yes.
and it was blinding rain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, blinding, and it
Wow.
was a lot of rain very quickly because the roads were flooded. Yeah.
Wow.
Wild.
It did get kind of scary
Mhm.
yesterday, kind of wild.
Yesterday, there's like I call it a drainage ditch. I really don't know what it is.
Right.
But it's got one of those drain things. I don't know what it's called.
Yes.
And it was full. Yeah, very quick.
Well, until the city did some work on our drainage system over there in the street I live
Mhm.
on, when we had heavy rain like that, the two streets, one in front of me and one that I live on, used to flood really bad, and
Yeah.
you couldn't get down them. But they did a lot of work on the drain systems, and so we don't have that fear anymore. But I can remember getting heavy rain like that and water coming up to in your yard. It got really bad, but thank goodness, thank you, City of Jacksonville, for fixing all that. That's why if you mow your grass, don't throw your clippings out there on the road. Don't do
Right.
that because it
No.
gets in the drainage ditches and it stops it up. And I've seen people will take a blower and during the fall blow all their leaves into the street.
Yeah.
Now, that's just wrong. That's
Not
lazy.
to mention for
Motorcyclists.
motorcycles.
Yes.
And even, people on bicycles.
Yep.
I mean, if you fall even off a bicycle onto a road, you're going to skin yourself up, or worse. That hurts.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. I can't stand people that blow their grass on the road. It's so
I don't
annoying.
either.
So discourteous.
I always mow away from the
Mhm.
road, but
Yeah.
anything that I do get in the road, I always
Get
take
your
my
little blower
and
Mhm.
blow it back up into the
Same.
yard.
That's
Well,
why-
you
yeah.
can't even see it.
No, that's what I
so.
told Robin to do. Get out there and put that blower out there and put it right back up there if it goes on there.
Oh,
So
Kathy says today's her mom's birthday. Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Nice day.
Yes. Yeah. It's a little overcast. It's hazy. It's
I
looking
see
there.
some sun over
I
here.
see some sun and clouds. It was humid this morning
Oh,
though.
it was.
Yeah.
You walk out into
When
a
I walked
furnace.
out, I was like, ah.
You know what was crazy last night after the sky turned black and all the
Mhm.
outdoor lights came on
Mhm.
and it was windy and stormy there
Mhm.
for a while. And my dog doesn't cower. My dog
Mhm.
gets up in the window to watch the lightning.
He's checking
storm.
it out.
He's really crazy,
Mhm.
but he he's a nutcase. But
Mhm.
after that, about an hour later, the sun came out, and it was like nothing had ever occurred.
Oh, that didn't happen at my house. The sun never came back out.
Really?
Yeah.
It did right over there
Yeah.
in Northwoods. It
No, the
was
Commons-
nice and pretty.
The commons just stayed cloudy. I mean, the sun never came back out. That's wild.
Yes.
That's so weird how parts of Jacksonville, some people will be like, it's not raining here. And I'm like, I'm having a monsoon. And
Right.
yeah. But yeah, it was rough weather. I'm glad we've not heard of any reports of, major damage and stuff.
And
Yeah.
hopefully the weather's going to stay nice early this
Mhm.
evening because 7 o'clock tonight, the ball game
Hmm.
between the Brunswick Surf and Turf
Hmm.
and the Kinston Wingmen.
I'm going for the Kinston team mainly because
Yeah,
they're closer
they're
to
closer.
Jacksonville. So we have to go for
And I
them.
hear they
Yeah.
have a huge
They,
rivalry.
yes, that's
between
what
those
I've
two
heard. They
teams.
have a big rivalry.
So that's
So
going to be fun.
gonna be a good
7
game,
o'clock,
yeah.
Jack Emmett Center
Mhm.
at the ballpark
Mhm.
there. You've got all the parking
Mhm.
available in the New River Shopping Center
Mhm.
at the back end of the school. It's free admission. This is an exhibition game.
yeah.
They are requesting if you would like, please bring some kind of canned food
For the chew program.
for the chew
yes.
program.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not mandatory,
Mhm.
but if everybody brought one
Mhm.
can, just think
You
how
can
much
bring like Vienna sausages. You can bring Spam. You can bring, green
what
beans.
boxes of
Yeah,
macaroni
box
and
of
cheese.
mac and cheese. I would think you could even bring boxes of cereal.
Yes,
Stuff for the program.
this is
'Cause
for the kids.
understand this, for some kids, this is the only food they get are these
Yes.
boxes, which is so, and it goes straight here to Onslow County. They have a list and they know, and it's very sad to me that we have children that a lot of times the only thing they get is what they eat at school or, what they take home. Some of them take home during the school year
Right.
enough food to last the weekend. It's very sad.
Yes.
And this is not a time to condemn parents or anything like that because most of these parents are doing everything they can, to try to make ends meet. There's some that aren't, but it's just not about
And
that. It's
you
just
still
look,
have
as humans, we
right.
owe it to ourselves to help these children and our fellow citizens.
Well, you still have parents that have to work during
They
the
do
summer
have to
months
work
too.
during the summer months. I mean,
so it's really
yeah.
hard for them to try to take care of their children at the
Mhm.
same time and feed them. And this program allows these children to be fed.
and we still have some homeless families here,
Yes,
which
we
is
do.
very sad as well. They're living in their cars, they're living in the shelter, they're living in motels, they're going from friend to friend. I mean, you would think, oftentimes you hear that this happens in big cities, but It happens here in Onslow County as well.
Yes.
So we,
yes.
you know, we just have to all do our parts, in my opinion, to help as much as we can.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So
But don't forget the game tonight.
No.
As it stands right now, it's still scheduled.
yeah, we'll see.
And if something occurs, if the weather takes a turn, because I know we're supposed to have some showers come through early this evening, they'll post and we'll share it. So check their page, Jacksonville Ospreys, or check our page, and we'll be sure to pass on the information. But right now, it's a go.
And
I'm
maybe the
excited.
showers will just delay the game for, let's say, for like a half hour or whatever.
Let's
I mean,
not
yeah.
delay anything.
We don't
Let's
want
get out
anything
there and
delayed,
play
but
ball.
delayed is better than canceled.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
most definitely.
So
let's play ball.
yeah. So that'll be. I mean,
So
I think
excited.
with what they're planning to do there, next year for the, the city's planning to put, bleachers and stuff.
Yes.
So I mean, those aren't there now. Just FYI,
Yeah, bring a
that
chair.
better not be a B.
I think there's one set of
Yeah.
bleachers are already in there. We're talking about news media and dignitaries, you know,
Yeah.
grabbing those. But
Yeah.
bring a chair. You'll be cool. Bring a chair. Bring an umbrella, maybe. Don't forget the canned food. But just enjoy yourselves, because you know what? This is for us.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's something, fun
For
to do.
us.
I mean, I love sports. Football's my favorite, but then, baseball, I could
love
do.
baseball. Used to be
So-
a huge Yankee fan because my dad was a Yankee fan. I know, shaking your head. I can hear Robin now too. Shush, Robin. And then my husband was a huge Yankee fan, so it was all around me. We used to go to spring training.
I'm not going to hold that
in Florida.
against you. Not at all.
Yeah, it was
For
back
being
in
a
the
Yankee
day.
fan. Yeah. Won't hold that against
I know
you.
we're just so opposite in
Yeah.
our sports,
Yeah.
because I love NASCAR, and I know what y'all think about it, especially Robin.
Well, I mean, you got to remember I grew up 10 miles from the
Yes.
Speedway in Martinsville. So
We
I
just have
understand.
to go together
Yeah.
one time to one race.
Yeah.
It's you
Yeah.
have to.
I went to
actually-
one as a kid in Martinsville. I didn't have far to go.
Yeah,
It's
Martinsville.
been a long time. I was a
Martinsville's
kid.
fun. I
Yeah.
went there and we camped out in we camped out in a tent. I went with some friends. We camped out in a tent, but there was some Latinos next to us. Their tent was like a grand hotel.
They probably had a party
it
going
was
on there.
huge,
Yeah.
and they cooked all night.
Of course
long.
they
Oh
did,
man,
yeah.
they were fun to be with.
Well, in my hometown, you could always tell when it was race weekend.
Right.
The restaurants were full. The hotels in my town were full. All the welcome race fan signs. Because,
Right.
right in near the Martinsville Speedway, there's not a lot of hotels.
No, there's not.
So they come because they only got to go from downtown of my town to there. It's probably about 15 miles, maybe 20 if you're in some weird roundabout way. But so we would always get that race weekend. It would boost our economy.
Right.
So
Oh, it's a big
Yeah.
money maker. I mean, the governor went and put a lot of money into
Mhm.
reviving some old racetracks in
Mhm.
North Carolina, and they bring in a lot of tourism.
they do. But I mean, it's big business.
Yes, it is.
So I mean, we have some local tracks here as well. One in
Right.
Carteret, one here in Jacksonville.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Right down there on the Highway 250. I
I
used to
used
work
to-
there on the weekends.
I used to go to the one in Jacksonville, not to watch race, but to watch the street legal drags,
Yes.
to watch people just enter their regular cars in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my word!
I've
Talk
seen
about
that.
hilarious.
It was-
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, that was years ago when my kids were young, but that was funny.
some people
So-
put a lot of money into that stuff.
Oh, Candy went to Martinsville. Well, Candy, you were up in my neck of the woods. Yeah, she just commented. Yep.
Oh,
So,
see, she loved to see.
yeah.
You go, girl.
Telling you, it's loud. I used to be able to hear the race
Yes.
in my yard, like
Oh.
it's faintly, but you could hear the cars.
I can sometimes hear what's going on down at
Mhm.
what used to be Coastal Plains. It's now All American.
Mhm.
I used to be able to hear the cars from there on a
Mhm.
quiet night. You can
Mhm.
hear them, but yeah, when you go to the races, Candy can probably attest to this. You become like a NASCAR Barbie,
Mhm.
and it's just. And what I like about it is like the last races I've been to, my kids have a nice RV.
Mhm.
And we would park it in the infield, and you have a whole community there. And it didn't matter whether you were in a $10,000 30-year-old RV or if you were in one of those
$1 million
$800,000
RV. Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
was just it's just a community, and we had so much fun. So
Mhm.
much fun. I spent more time going from
I've heard
RV
that
to
from
RV.
people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They say it's
And plus
like a
being
big
in
old
the
party. Yeah.
infield before the race starts, you
Mhm.
can go up there and actually meet drivers.
Oh, that
I've
would
met
be
quite
cool.
a few. And
Hmm.
they have little stores up there in the infield. They have a shower, a huge shower where you can go in there and actually, instead of using the one in your RV, go to the one at the racetrack, because that will blow you away.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
nice. I just want to stay in there the whole day.
Huh.
The shower stalls and
cool.
bathrooms and everything. It's really nice.
That's probably for people that maybe have tents or something in there, or an
Well,
extra, or let's say their little RV shower doesn't work. I mean,
Yes.
that happens to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, our RV shower worked fine, but to go into one of those big
Well, heck
stalls,
yeah. Your big stall versus
the water
where your
pressures
elbows touch the side. I get it.
It's enough to just take the skin right off
Heck
of you.
yeah.
It's so nice. Oh, she was a Jeff Gordon fan. Yeah, I liked Jeff Gordon.
He wasn't bad.
Of course, you know who my driver was. So. Jimmy Johnson. Y'all be booing out there.
People don't like Jimmy Johnson.
Well, he won 7 years in
Yeah.
a row, and
Yeah.
he was a 7-time champion, and he tied with Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt Sr. And lots of times when you have the same person that wins and wins and
People
wins
get fed
and
up.
wins,
I get
people
it.
get
Okay.
fed up with
yeah.
that.
The same as in football.
Yes.
They don't like the same teams winning all the time. But yeah, that's okay.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Well, let's take a quick break and we'll come back and do some weather, and we're going to talk about some national and local news.
yes.
Um,
We had a lot of stuff happening around
Yeah.
the coastal towns.
we
and
do
on
have
the
a whole lot
water.
of wackiness going on.
Yes.
Yes.
Got some stories for you.
Yes, we do. All right. We're live in local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole in one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary. Ray Magliotti here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for summer, and you should be too. With the Cub Cadet zero-turn, lawn tractors, and walk-behind lawnmowers from Cub Cadet, all engineered with premium features, leaving you with a well-manicured lawn. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and unlock the possibilities of your yard. With Cub Cadet, head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
It's summertime. No schedules, no stress, and no cooking. The Borough Low Country Kitchen has got you covered. Order a Carolina-style seafood bowl to go. Sausage, potatoes, corn, with your choice of shrimp, crawfish, lobster, clams, mussels, crab legs, or a mixture. Seafood boils also make great party pleasers. Grab a quick lunch of Philly cheesesteaks, Italian sausage, fish tacos, and more. Dine in or take out. Curbside or dockside pickup. The Borough Low Country Kitchen. Corner of Front and Moore Streets in downtown Swansboro. BoroughLowCountryKitchen.com.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-252. scoop. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent Trane dealer. It's hard to stop a Trane. For deals on Trane systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Cannonball!
Serving all of Eastern North Carolina's in-ground pool needs, Saltwater Pools is your go-to for summer fun this year. Whether you're in the middle of building your home or just looking to make your existing home into your paradise, Saltwater Pools will work with you to help make that dream a reality. We can specialize your pool to suit the vision of a personal oasis with lots of options to suit whatever your budget may be, with features such as spillovers, heaters for those cooler months, wireless pump and light controls, animal-friendly features, rock outcroppings, tanning ledges, custom lighting. Call Saltwater Pools of Jacksonville at 910-333-5055 to start working on your backyard getaway. Focus on top quality installation, competitive pricing, and fully satisfying our customer needs. Saltwater Pools is ready to make your life a lot cooler. Call us at 910-333-5055 today, and we'll have you swimming by July.
Get your saltwater pool today. You'll love it.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, and we are back. And ready to do some weather.
Just in time for the marine forecast, which is brought to you by Tideline Marine, your one-stop fishing and boating supplies. From one-of-a-kind fishing lures to traditional go-to baits, Tideline has what you need or want, such as Triton boats, Lund fishing boats, and even a couple top-notch near-shore and offshore aqua sports boats to get you to where the big fish like to play. Check them out, Tideline Marine and Family, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Monday, west winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 5 seconds, adjacent sounds in rivers with a light chop, a slight chance of thunderstorms, a slight chance of showers in the morning, then a chance of showers in the afternoon. Monday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming west after midnight, seas 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 6 seconds, adjacent sounds in rivers with a light chop, a chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Tuesday, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming south in the afternoon, seas 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 6 seconds, adjacent sounds in rivers with a light chop, and a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. And Wednesday, west winds around 5 knots, becoming south in the afternoon, seas around 2 feet, adjacent sounds in rivers flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon. Sounds like a great day for the Carteret Fishing Tournament.
Well, according to our forecast, there's a slight chance of showers and then a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms afternoon. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, high of 87, with calm winds roughly around 6 miles an hour in the afternoon only. Tonight, cloudy, then partly cloudy. I don't know what the difference is, with a low of 68. That's literally what it says. That's weird to me. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 90. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, low of 69. And on Wednesday, sunny, a high of 93. And according to what I'm looking at, it's going to be in the 90s. Other than the high of 87 today, it's going to be in the 90s the rest of the week.
Yeah, I kind of like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
The 90s aren't too bad if they're low 90s, but it's humidity.
The humidity is rough, and it's cloudy out there now. I'm looking.
Yesterday, I looked at the weather to see what the temperature was. It was 89 degrees out, but it says it felt like 99, which I believe that. It was so humid.
It was crazy. Yeah, mine was showing as being 91, but yeah, it was rough. But then that storm cooled it off.
Yes, it did.
Then it got humid again.
Yes,
like cool humid. That's weird.
Welcome to coastal North Carolina.
Yeah,
where it's humid and hot and sticky and not warm during the winters.
Well, I want to bring up something. there's a national news story. It's coming out of Tennessee, but I want to bring up. I think sometimes a lot of this stuff is preventable, and I'm talking about coaches who seem to take unusual interest in their participants.
Right.
I've never understood the idea of letting kids hang out at their coaches' homes. This is weird to me. Especially, I don't know, to me, I guess as a therapist, I have mixed feelings about it anyway, because
Right.
I've heard horror stories and dealt with clients that have had issues. But there's a story out of Tennessee, Franklin, Tennessee, where a man, Camilo Campos, apparently left his cell phone in a restaurant, and someone viewed the phone and found videos of the rapes of 10 unconscious boys. And he was a soccer coach. He's been arrested, and he's held on a $525,000 bond.
Not enough.
He was a popular soccer coach, and he's lived in that town for 20 years. Apparently, it's about 87,000 people in the town. It's 20 miles south of Nashville. And he, according to the local police, he's used the job to lure boys to his home where he attached them. He frequented nearby school playgrounds in the neighborhoods where he lived, where he approached kids and recruited them as players on his team. After gaining their trust, he invited many of the kids to his home, where he drugged and raped them. And workers found it, and they were searching through the phone to attempt to contact the owner, and they found these videos. They contacted the police, and there's 10 victims. 2 have been identified, but there's hundreds of videos and photos, and the victims are described as being between the ages of 9 and 17. And the detectives are now saying that the children in these videos were in such an unconscious state, they may not even realize that they're victims. And they're hoping to identify the remaining 8 victims and any other possible children he coaxed into his home. They have not named what type of drug he used. But this is what I'm talking about. Like,
well, wouldn't you kind of think something was strange if your child came home and was acting very restless and
I would
tired
think
and-
so. Yes. And I would, I would be concerned if my children had wanted to, go to their coach's house. And I actually had that happen with my oldest daughter, who was friends with the child of a coach here. And I let her go spend the night over there once. And it turns out this individual has since been arrested here in Onslow County for this very thing. So, and while, my daughter said nothing happened there, it's very unnerving. That's why I had reservations about it to begin with. And,
right.
And I let her go with a friend. And this was years ago, but it was a soccer coach. But this is why I think parents should be wary when coaches, always want, hey, come to my house, or let's do a sleepover or whatever. It's just weird to me. So
yes,
I think you have to take precautions.
I agree.
And I wonder how exactly, I agree. How did they not notice the child? Where did they think these kids were if they were knocked out? That's my next question. How is your kid gone for several hours and you not know where they are?
Well, didn't they spend the night?
I
would imagine some of them did.
Yeah. It doesn't say. It just says that he lured them to his house and he drugged them and they were unconscious. So let's say they were there several hours. Once again, how do you not know where your kid is?
That's right.
And how do you, this just a lot of questions. And, you hear that term helicopter parent.
Yes.
And I think there's a difference between a helicopter parent and a parent keeping tabs on their kid. Look at what's happening with, video games and people, using video games to gain information from kids.
That's right.
So there's a lot, you have to know. I tell parents all the time, check your kid's phone, check their, you are aware that kids can message and text through a tablet.
Right.
Check that app as well. Check those video games when they're going in these group chats and stuff. Figure out who your kid's talking to. And when you have younger kids, because I have a lot of younger kid clients that are going into playing video games, and they get in this where you play the public, these group video game, I call them chats, but I know that's probably not what they're called. Always have your kid use a different name.
Right.
Don't use your kid's real name.
Right.
And instruct your children no matter what. You don't tell them where you live. You don't tell them your schedules, because these, a lot of these people use this information to try to, and look how it's happened. They'll show up, they kidnap kids, they lure them into things. I mean, you can never be too careful.
Well, back in the day, like when we were growing up, we played out in the streets, in
Yes,
the neighborhood.
yes.
We climbed trees.
Yeah.
We played football.
Heck
We
yeah,
played
yeah.
all sorts of games, tag, you're it, hide and seek, all those classic games but nowadays kids
can't
just
do
stay
that.
inside, stay in their bedrooms on their computers.
Well, sadly, nowadays, you can't, it's hard to let your kid out playing by themselves. You got so many,
That's right.
creepy people out and about.
Mhm.
I mean, back in the day, we played outside till just about dark, and you knew when you start seeing lightning bugs, you had to come home. But you didn't, I lived on a good street where, you knew if somebody was out of place there. I mean, my neighborhood was a residential neighborhood, and everybody knew everybody. So you
Right.
knew when someone was not there.
Right.
So, and everyone kind of banded together. But I mean, you
pretty
didn't talk
freaky.
to strangers. Even then, I was a kid in the 70s and a teenager in the 80s. You didn't talk to strangers.
No.
You didn't. We didn't have video games that started coming about in the early 80s because my brother got into them. But you didn't do that. You played.
That's right. You played. We would play. We'd be out 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning in the yards, camping out, everything.
We did a camp out in we'd switch yards, like my house one night, the neighbor's house the next, 2 doors down.
We used to walk
yeah.
up to the 7-Eleven at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I did that with my friend at her
Oops.
house. Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, her 7-Eleven, because it's right by the
Right.
infamous drive-in that
Yes.
I had a lot of antics at, but that's neither here nor there.
The drive-in.
Yeah, the Eden
The
Drive. It's
drive-in.
still there.
With the stories.
Yeah, they were showing Indiana Jones this weekend.
Yeah, I think it'd be so cool if they brought back the drive-in.
I would love. I mean, I like the one back home, and the only reason I didn't go was they were showing Insidious first, which I thought was stupid. Why are you going to show that first and then Indiana Jones? I would have gone this weekend to see it had Indiana Jones been first and then Insidious.
I think I was 16.
So weird.
And I had a date with a young Marine.
Mm-hmm.
He took me to the drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he had seen the movie a dozen times. It was Vantage Point.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I had not. And right at the very end, in the end of the movie, where the guy crashes his vehicle and it blows up, my date decided just to take off to be the first one out of the movie theater.
I'd have been
parking lot.
like, hold up.
No, he
Yeah.
forgot to take the speaker out of the window.
Oh, no.
Ripped it right off the
Oh,
pole.
no.
I was like,
Oh.
I laughed. And that
Uh-huh.
was the one and only time we dated.
Because you're like, nope.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that happens, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it would be fun, yeah,
Mhm.
especially during the COVID era
Mhm.
where people couldn't actually go to a movie
Mhm.
theater. Look how much the movie theaters suffered over
They
that.
did. Yeah.
Because I used to have a membership
Mhm.
where you can go see as many
Yeah,
movies as you wanted
correct.
to a
Yeah,
month for
yeah.
like what, $19.99 a month?
Yeah.
And which I canceled because of the COVID.
Mhm.
But you go by the movie theaters, they aren't that packed anymore. So, but a drive-in would have been really nice and fun. You could actually get out there and, watch a movie.
It would be
Like
a
the
good
old
money
days.
maker for someone even now. They're very popular. The ones that, like I said, when Saturday night when I drove downtown, people were lining up. I mean, because
Wow.
for the price you pay, they were showing 3 movies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that. 3 current, like
Right.
brand new movies.
I watched some
Yeah.
old movies this weekend during all the storms, and I've seen them over and over again. But it was kind of nice just
Mhm.
to sit back and watch them again.
Mm-hmm.
So
You can't beat that. But
Nope.
yeah, something we need here is a drive-in.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
We had quite a few. We had one on Bill Fork Road. We
Mhm.
had 117 South. So Oh, it was big back then. Yeah,
They're making a comeback. I had read that recently throughout the United States. Like I said, the ones that are still open,
right?
They are packed. And like I said, the one in Eden does well because the movie theater closed down after COVID. There,
Eden has all this
So
stuff,
we got a sheet,
and we don't have it here.
I'm telling you, Little Eden, North Carolina, which is about 4 hours from
I've heard
here,
you talk
right
about
outside of Greensboro.
The sheets.
Yep.
I've heard you talk about the drive-ins.
Uh-huh.
The YMCA.
Yeah, our YMCA there is huge.
Yeah,
we've got 2 community outdoor pools.
Wow.
Not run by the YMCA. I mean, they have their own indoor pool, but yeah. They've got a huge park. It is huge. It's called the Freedom Park. It is huge. They've just added, they've got everything. And it's got walking trails. They have ball fields. It's got, they've added this huge splash pad area, but it's more than just a splash pad. In Reedsville, they're putting in a water park with the lazy river.
Right.
I mean, Eden's got a lot.
And you're close to a lot of the big cities.
Yeah. Right. My brother lives in Greensboro, and from my mom's house to my brother's house is about 22 minutes. You get to Greensboro in about 22 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. We've got rivers. There's kayaking.
And that's where you do your Black Friday shopping.
I go to
right after
Greensboro.
Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Yep.
Go right to Greensboro and get to all my spots. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a nice little town.
Well, we need to up the ante here in Jacksonville. I mean, we have where to go shopping.
I know.
It's not good. The shopping mall has, in my opinion, gone way downhill.
The only thing good about the shopping mall, in my opinion now, Bath and Body Works is still there.
Yes.
But B,
Tony's Pizza.
Well, Tony's Pizza, you can't beat their pizza, but except for Lazar's.
Yes,
but
that's right.
But
Lazar's
they have the laser tag, but more importantly, they have that arcade.
Yes.
If you've not been to that arcade, my grandson loves going there. That place is on point. It's where the old Ulta was.
Yeah. Yes.
That arcade is amazing.
I miss Potter's Palace. Growing up, we kids got to go to, and that's owned by some friends of mine. But huge arcade, the regular machines.
This has got all that.
Pool tables.
Yeah.
You know, what's that? Pac-Man.
Yep.
Yeah, remember Pac-Man? All those machines. Yeah,
they've got a
really
lot
cool.
of those now. I mean, my grandson loves that place. That arcade is amazing. You even got skee ball.
Yeah.
Everything. And you get the tickets, win the prizes. If y'all haven't been to there, I highly suggest you check that out. They've got old retro games and the the quote newfangled games.
Right.
They have everything. That place. And then they got laser tag.
Yes.
And Colin hadn't even played the laser tag. He just goes in there for the arcade part.
Well, you want to take a commercial, and then we'll come back and talk about some news on the coast?
Yes, we got a lot to talk. You've got some wacky coast news.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting or for motel reservations, call anytime, 910-328-3172.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Baseball is coming to Jacksonville and is happening on the 10th of July. It's a special exhibition game between the Brunswick Surf and Turfs and the Kinston Wingmen. The game is sponsored by Bradley's Jewelers and will be played on the newly renovated Jack Amyette Center's baseball field, which will be the home of the Jacksonville Ospreys beginning with the 2024 season. Game time is 7 p.m. Bring your lawn chairs and a baseball mitt. You might end up snagging a foul ball or a home run. The organization has partnered with the CHEW program, and though admission is free, a donation of a non-perishable item would be appreciated. Food trucks will be on hand beginning at 6 p.m., so come early and enjoy some good food before the game. That's on the 10th of July. It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, and we are back. So you've got some wacky stories.
Yeah, this is all along the coast, having to do with beaches, beach locations, and rivers here in North Carolina, lakes. Sunday afternoon yesterday, police were called to an Emerald Hotel after a naked man had barricaded himself inside. The hotel was put on lockdown, and hotel goers were told to stay on the beach and away from the scene. The incident unfolded when the man was seen grilling in the hotel parking lot.
Naked?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Management told him to grill naked.
I know.
Anyway, management told him that was not allowed, and the man got angry. At that point, he stripped off all his clothes and barricaded himself inside his room. Several hours after the incident began, he was safely removed by law enforcement from the room and taken into custody. And then he was then taken to Carteret Healthcare for evaluation. Definitely. There was some hot buns that day.
I'm telling you. So my question is, did he strip off before he went in the room? I'm thinking the way that reads. I mean, I don't know.
I take it from what I read that after he was approached and told he couldn't do it, that's when he got angry and took his clothes off.
Well, where did he get the grill? Is the next
Probably
question.
brought it with him.
Okay.
You know,
Just
so
curious.
these hotels don't allow you to grill outside because they run the fire risk and et cetera.
Yeah,
liability.
yes.
But and then early, this is a sad story. Early Saturday morning, this is about 2 a.m. in Surf City, a man died in a retention pond after stealing a vehicle and leading law enforcement on a foot chase. Officers had spotted the stolen vehicle in the Handy Mart parking lot on Highway 210 around the 2000 area. An officer approached the suspect in the parking lot to take him into custody. At this time, the suspect assaulted the officer, then fled on foot to an adjacent parking lot. He went into a retention pond, swam out, and then he began to struggle. Officers attempted to rescue him, but he was too far out and went under. Pender County EMS and the fire operations dive team were called to assist. The body was later recovered, and the victim was identified as Charles J. Anthony III, 43 of Sneeze Ferry. And this is being investigated by the State Bureau of Investigation of North Carolina. So they have, jumped into the investigation on this.
Well, how big is this retention pond?
Retention ponds can be pretty big, depending on the location. Pretty deep too.
Well, I know they can be deep, but I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how big this thing was.
He obviously didn't know how to swim. That's obvious.
Well,
he could have been under the influence.
That was my
too.
first thought. Is he under the
Yes.
influence? Only because if you can't swim, you should not go in water. And most people that
Right.
can't swim don't. I mean,
Right.
hello.
The officer
Yeah.
that was assaulted was treated and released. He's
Mhm.
fine, and so there's no worries there. But the SBI has stepped into this investigation because it did involve LEO.
Yeah.
Then on Friday at approximately 8:30 a.m., a seaplane crashed in the sea off Bald Head Island while trying to take off. The plane hit a wave while taking off around the mouth of the Cape Fear River, causing the plane to capsize. 2 people were on the plane when it crashed, and a nearby boat picked up the passenger and the pilot and took them back to shore. The 2 people did not sustain any serious injuries. Now,
That's scary. Can you imagine? That is scary.
And now this is really crazy with all the storms we had yesterday. And I was telling you, we were talking about the Wake County area getting some bad storms. In Wake County yesterday, just after 1:45 p.m., 2 boats collided in Falls Lake. One person had fallen off a boat and was taken to a hospital in Durham with serious injuries. A second person who was on the same boat was reported to be in the lake, and search efforts were underway to locate that person. And at this time, I don't have any updates as to whether or not they have found this person. A single person who was on the other boat was checked on the scene and did not require transportation to a hospital. Authorities said severe storms were hitting the lake at the time of the crash.
Okay. I hear you on that.
Right.
But if
Your
you're
thoughts?
driving your boat,
Mm-hmm.
how do you not see the other boat?
Well, maybe one was coming around a corner where there's, I don't know. It's a lake.
Yeah, it's a lake.
Not unless the lake's
You're
got
not in the ocean.
a turn or
Yeah.
a bend in it where you've got to
Yeah.
come around the corner. But
I
they
mean,
did
how do
say-
you not see it?
Well,
I have questions.
it's like on the highway. How do
Yeah.
you not see that car in the middle of the road? But yeah, boats. It's unusual to hear of boat collisions.
In the
but-
ocean, I can understand if there's waves or whatever. Okay, I can get that a little better. You're on a lake.
Right. Yes.
You're on a lake. So
Well,
There's
maybe
questions.
visibility was bad because of the storms.
it'd have to be real bad. But I hear you. That could be
Yeah.
a thing.
Yep. And maybe
Yeah.
they were boating a little too fast to get back to shore.
Or maybe boating while intoxicated, which is
Could
illegal.
be. Yes.
I know that
Well, I'm
from
sure
the
there'd
guy
be-
that hit my daughter on the jet ski.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm sure there'll be more to the story to come
Mhm.
out, but it was kind of crazy on the waters this weekend.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's take another break. We're live in local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back after, it looks like 3 commercials.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311.
Good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local community real estate agent here in Onslow County, North Carolina, servicing Onslow, Carteret, Pender, and the surrounding areas of Eastern North Carolina. I am with Pure 24 Realty in Swansboro, North Carolina, and I am happy to assist buyers, sellers in their home selling and their home buying purchases. So, sellers, let's chat for just a moment. There are buyers currently looking for homes, and homes are selling rather quickly still. So reach out to me at 910-340-0224, and I am happy to your home and go over a market report for you to show you what your home potentially could sell for in this market. Buyers, let us meet for coffee on me and have a chat and partner with a local lender here in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of Eastern North Carolina to go over your home buyer budget plan so that we can come up with a budget for you that fits your needs to get you into the home that you can afford and a home for you. Give me a call today to get started at any time or text me if I can't answer the phone quickly at 910-340-0224. And I am happy to meet with you and go over your home selling or your home buying budget plan. 910-340-0224. Donna Riggs, your local community real estate agent in Eastern North Carolina at Pier 24 Realty in Swansboro, North Carolina. I look forward to hearing from you very soon.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following Star Spangled savings this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. 2-pack pork spare ribs, just $1.49 a pound. 10 pounds more fresh ground chuck is only $2.99 a pound. How about a 2-pound bag of bright leaf hot dogs? Great for the grill, just $6.99 a bag. Cello iceberg lettuce is only 79 cents a head. Great for those salads. You get a 1-pound bag of fresh strawberries, just $1.99. A 10-pack of selected Kool-Aid jammers, you get 2 10-packs for just $3. Char King charcoal briquettes, just $5.99. 48-ounce size of selected pet ice cream is only $1.99, and a 10 to 12 count selected pet ice cream bars or sandwiches, you get 2 for $5. Don't miss the 3-day sale this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the P.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, and we are back for about 5 minutes till we have our Fox News break.
Yeah, those Fox News breaks always bringing us something.
You know, a lot of people have been following that Carowinds roller coaster.
Oh, yes.
The Fury 325. The state labor official has, the North Carolina Labor Commissioner, Josh Dobson, has issued a press conference. I saw a little bit of it yesterday on Spectrum News, and he's saying now that this roller coaster was operating with a crack for 6 to 10 days before that pillar, came apart like it did. They're finding videos and stuff now where apparently 6 to 10 days prior, the crack was there, and obviously the more they rode it, it got worse and worse till what happened occurred, which was on June 30th. So, the guy that posted the video, his name is Jeremy Wagner, is saying that when he told us, he was on interviewed, I think, by CNN, and he said that the staff seemed so nonchalant, and even the state labor guy says they seemed nonchalant about it. I mean, I think the state is now probably going to watch Carowinds like a hawk.
Well,
as
yes,
they should.
they need to.
So they're saying, good gracious, this ride reaches speeds of up to 95 miles an hour with a peak height of 325 feet and features a 190-foot tall barrel turn and an 81-degree drop. You have to be at least 4'6" to ride. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Well,
when I was young, I
imagine-
would have ridden this, but not now.
I imagine they're out there checking every single
Well,
ride.
the manufacturer has ordered a new support beam, and it's supposed to be delivered sometime next week. And then, so now the staff is claiming they will examine it with an accelerometer and then test and inspect the ride for 500 full cycles. What does that mean? 500 times? I don't know what that means.
Yes,
I'm assuming.
I would assume.
It says the park also intends to add drones with cameras to access and inspect hard to reach areas.
Well, why haven't you done that before?
Exactly. And, I think this has probably hurt them a little bit. I mean,
Okay, let me just ask you one question. So they put a new support beam up there. You go to Carowinds. Are you getting on it?
I wouldn't have got on anyway, but no, I'm definitely not going to get on it
Yep,
now. Absolutely
me.
not. But here's the other thing. How many people go to these fairs where these rides are taken down and put back up
right
every few days by some of them look like methed out.
Oh shoot!
the
I can't find the
carnies.
bolt
Yeah.
that goes here.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. Put a zip tie on it. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I don't do carnival rides. Like, one comes here, twice a year at least. The Onslow County Fair.
Merry-go-round I'll do. I'll do
I'll
the
do that.
merry-go-round.
Mhm. And I'll do the little, probably, where you sit on the, like, burlap satin and slide down.
Oh,
thing.
yes.
My grandson loves that. I don't know what it's called, but I call it the big slide.
Yeah, the big
But the
slide.
other stuff, no, Kelly won't do that. And some people, they even put those, like, pirate ship type rides where they swing back and forth and they go high up.
Let me tell you, I got talked into going on that. It was just last year before, when the carnival type fair came to a private venue here in Onslow.
I went then.
And I got on that. And let me tell you what, I will never,
I did
ever
it too. And I was,
do anything like that. I
yeah.
felt my heart stop several
Yeah,
times.
yeah, it was rough.
I thought I was going to die.
There's a video of me on that drop where they take you up and drop you
No.
down.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You got on
taught-
that thing?
I did. My grandson's like, Nana, do that. I want to watch you. So, of course, Nana does everything he asks.
There's not
And my friend got
anyone
me on that thing.
in this world that
Yeah.
can beg me to go on there
Yeah.
and do
I'll
that.
never do it again.
Because I watch those people drop.
Oh, it was creepy. Yes. Oh, man. I'm telling you. You feel like you can't breathe. It's a mess.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is there any ride out there that anyone listening, tell us about your experience?
Would you
Give us a call.
let me ask you this to any listeners. Now, if you, I don't know where you could be that you haven't seen a video of that Carowinds ride where that's still, I mean, it was apart. Would you get on it now once they claim they fix it? I want to know who would. Is there anybody that would?
I just go to the park and get on the swing set.
Yeah.
But if you've got an experience, call us at 910-333-0139. And if you didn't catch it, it's on this big, beautiful
We have our
sign
new
back here right
sign.
above our heads.
Theo, check out our new
Yes.
sign.
I know
Yeah.
Theo has disappointed us.
I bet he's been out of town or something. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But all right, it's top of the hour. Let's go to our Fox News break. We're live in local real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. President Biden's met with the British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak in London, next with King Charles, before a flight to Lithuania for tomorrow's annual NATO summit. Ukraine wants to join the alliance. President tells CNN not until the war with Russia's over.
I don't think there is unanimity in NATO about whether or not to bring Ukraine into the NATO family now.
Adding a country to the alliance has to be agreed on unanimously. 3 children, 2 parents, and a teacher are reported killed in a stabbing attack at a kindergarten in China.
This happened in the southern Guangdong province at around 7:40 a.m. local time. 20 minutes later, police were on the scene to arrest a 25-year-old man. A local quotes a witness saying the attacker's child had been hit by the car of one of his victims.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. There's flooding in parts of the Northeast. At least 1 flood-related deaths reported in New York State. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
All right, and we're back. And, we've had some other kind of local news happening. Independence Mall.
Yes, in
They
Wilmington.
had a shooting in the mall.
Yes. Fortunately.
Saturday, 2:15, Wilmington PD responded to active shooter. They did an investigation. They found that 1 round was fired inside the mall, a short distance from the food court, and they've located the shell casing. They have no idea who fired the shot. There's no confirmed victims, and they do not believe that at the time when they were doing at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, they don't believe the suspect was there.
Right,
Well, clearly not.
My understanding was it was an argument between 2 individuals.
Probably so.
And
Do they know
said-
who the people are? Because according to this, they don't. But
Well,
you know
they
how that
said
goes.
what I read was an argument between 2 people,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 shot was fired, and they found the casing. But
Mhm.
other than that, that's about it.
Well, I would think. Now, this is me being a thinking person.
Yeah.
That there's cameras all in there.
Right.
That because they're asking for information, call the Wilmington PD, and they even have a tip line. There's a message where you can use a keyword, WPDNC, and then the Tip 411 app. They're looking because they are trying to figure out who the suspect is. But I would think there's cameras enough where you could identify it. I might be wrong, but
there are cameras everywhere these
everybody
days.
has cameras.
Everybody's got cameras.
Mhm.
I have cameras. You have
Mhm.
cameras. Every store you
Mhm.
go to, every restaurant, there's cameras.
Yeah. So I mean, but can you imagine being in the mall and you hear that? That's going to cause like a stampede. I mean, it's going to cause a lot of problems. And that food court area is not too far from where that little kids play area is in
That's
that
right.
mall.
That's right.
There's
That's
a
right,
whole like little
exactly.
kids section where it's like little playthings for them, for kids whose parents are shopping, and so that is scary to think about.
Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. I'll tell you, I just don't like to go out much anymore. I've become a at-home shopper like you.
I love it, man. I can just sit there and do whatever. But yeah.
I know my mailman must think, oh my gosh. But you
Mhm.
know, it's so easy to sit there, find what you need,
Mhm.
order it, and have it in a day or two.
Mhm.
Of course, hopefully, UPS has not gone on strike yet. They're talking about August.
But you brought up something. And you're
But,
right. I have not
yes,
seen a UPS truck.
I have not seen a UPS
Yeah.
truck on my street, and because I can tell you exactly what time they come every day.
Mhm.
I mean, they are like clockwork. And I've got an order now that's delayed because delayed in shipping, and it's being shipped by UPS. And my sister told me the company that she works for last week, one of her bosses had to go to the UPS office here in Jacksonville and get on the tractor and search for their order because they had parts in it. that
No
they needed.
way.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So I don't know what's going on. I know they haven't gone on strike yet. They're practicing their picket line in
What does
some
that even
locations.
mean? What does practicing a picket line mean?
Holding up a sign, I guess you have to do it a certain way.
I mean, I don't even really.
Yes, in some
Oh
places,
my.
but I mean, I haven't seen that in
Mhm.
Jacksonville, but I
Mhm.
have not seen the UPS truck.
I haven't either. I've seen FedEx. They've been in my neighborhood.
Yes.
And I've seen the post office, even in Eden, North Carolina, yesterday morning, postal workers were out delivering.
Yeah, they deliver
'Cause
Amazon on Sundays.
Well,
and
yeah,
holidays.
they do. But
Christmas
I
Day
had
even.
read somewhere last week that they were going to have to pick up the slack for UPS. What are they fighting? Oh, fighting. What are they trying to pick it about? What are they? Is it pay? I'm assuming.
I mean, yeah, and
Okay.
some of them make up to $95,000 a year.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they have good pay. I know
They
they
do
want
have
air
good pay.
conditioning for their trucks, and that's gonna. They do that. Let me tell you what, you're gonna see shipping rates go up because
They're going to
it's
have
cost
to
a lot
because
of money.
just think of how much. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I agree. I did. Oh, well, I guess it would make sense for them to have air conditioning because they have to keep. A lot of them drive with that door open. Maybe it's because they don't have air. I don't know.
Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
drive with the door open. I know a lot
Mhm.
of the mail trucks, and actually, they're like on your neighborhood
Mhm.
street, they can leave the door open.
Mhm.
But they approach an intersection, or if they're on a major road like Highway 17, Bell Fork Road, Gum Branch, the doors are supposed to be closed. Now, I don't know how UPS counters that, but I know that the post office, you have to have the doors closed if you're going through intersections
Mhm.
or you're on major roads, because it wasn't, what was it, a couple years ago, maybe 5 years ago, when was it a UPS truck or a FedEx truck that got hit on
I think it was
Western,
UPS, but I might
Western
be wrong.
Boulevard?
I
and the
remember that.
driver
Yeah.
was ejected out
Yeah.
of the truck.
Yeah.
I think it was a FedEx.
Was it FedEx or was
I
it
think
UPS? I
so.
remember that.
Yeah, ejected right out.
They
of
got
the-
hurt.
Yes.
Seriously hurt.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
They did. And I see them
Wow.
going down the road and with the doors open. I'm like, Yeah, we have a caller. Good morning. Who is this?
Good morning to
Well,
y'all.
good
Hey.
morning, Tim.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just down here. You know you're in South Carolina when you pass by Burger King. There's a great big sign out there, now serving, and they got in big letters, grit.
It says grits.
Oh man, did you
Yeah,
stop?
Are you
that Burger
serious?
King banner.
Oh
That
my.
is what it says.
Oh my.
Now serving grits. I say, yep, bless your heart we are in South Kakalaki now, baby. All the way.
I would love that here.
I don't know that I would think I would want to eat Burger King grits.
As
Well,
long
they
as they're
probably is
soft and
grits.
fluffy.
You know,
Yeah.
like the
I don't
movie,
I don't
my
like
cousin
instant
Danny,
grits. Yeah.
no self-respecting Southern gonna
Mm-mm.
eat instant grits.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
I have learned that if you're going to buy instant grits, because I usually stock up on some for hurricane season,
Mhm.
I get the Quaker oats. They are the best. If you get any other brand, they taste like instant grits.
Mhm.
Oof, the instant grits, and that's you better cook them good. I mean, you better
Yes.
get some good hot water because they get gritty.
That's
I've
gross.
had them, and you got to cook them grits about
Mhm.
20 minutes and get you a slab of Land O'Lakes butter and throw in that stuff.
Oh, yes.
And it's a free food for diabetic, except it's very, very high in calories.
Yeah, it
Really?
is.
I didn't notice
I
that.
did know that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
very,
don't
very
eat them
high.
often, but I love them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I eat them once in a while. I really do. But what I was calling you about UPS, I mean, they struck before. And one of the things you were talking about, air conditioning in the truck.
Mhm.
And here's my thing. And they do ride around with the doors open, and that's for two reasons: to get in and out quicker, because the doors are sliding doors, and they'll hang up sometimes, stuff like that, and it's hot. Now they're setting the engine is right there on them. They're just about on top, almost on top of it. And that engine is, and when it warms up, it is a minimum of 180 degrees, and that firewall is very, very thin. So when they're riding around, they got the heat outside, and they got the engine heat coming in on.
Yeah.
they
I've been there and done that, delivering mail.
Yeah, there you go. You ought to know. So, and I'm, the same way. When I younger days, we rode trucks with no air, but it's like I told one of my former bosses, when the air conditioner quit, they were jumping on me about that. So wait a minute. Back when I drove and we had no air in the trucks, we had two side vent glasses that we could point them toward us. We had vents down there by the door, and if you were real lucky, you had a vent in the cab. I said, but you don't have that anymore on these newer trucks. But yeah, they do need some AC. And them guys, I'll tell you something. I know some UPS guys, and you better tell them we'll find one overweight because they have so many deliveries an hour.
Mhm.
They are clocked at so many
Yes.
deliveries an hour. Not per day, just per day. You got to get this many of them off within an hour, or they want to know what's wrong with you.
So is that?
And they'll come out and ride with you.
Well, let me ask you this. So is the air conditioning in the truck one of the main reasons why they're trying to strike, or is there other reasons?
There's other reasons. One of them, I was told by a former UPS worker that they were getting air conditioning in the truck.
Okay.
But and also, I'm gonna give you something else to look at. UPS does not advertise anybody's commodity. And here's what I'll say: if you ever see a UPS truck, look and see what brand of truck it is. If you see a 18-wheeler that says UPS, all of the emblems have been taken off of it. Every one of them. So you don't, just like if they're driving a Volvo, you don't see the Volvo tag on it. If they're driving something, whatever. And they do not advertise. When they buy those trucks, they strip them. They take all the emblems off of them. They do not advertise anybody. But they are made to do a certain number of job in a certain number of time, or they will get chastised. They will have to go to motivation class, whatever you want to call it. And I've even had some of them say, yes, supervisor had to ride with me. And they upped their weight. I can't remember what the weight was. It was 75 pounds was maximum they could haul. And I think that's been raised up. Now, folks, anything over 50 pounds, if you got to deliver it, it gets a little tough. I don't care how strong you are, after a while it gets tough. And but you've got it's a corporation. They're just a number. They have a strong union. I will give them that. And trust me, I am not a union type person, but by God, they need it because they work the tar out of them guys, and I feel for them. And every UPS worker I tell them, I say, man, you're one of the few people I know that really, really earn your money.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them out at 8, 9 o'clock at night.
I've
especially
seen them.
during
Yeah.
Christmas. They've got to unload that.
Yeah. I've seen them out late, even in my neighborhood. One time, 10 o'clock at night, they delivered something.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got to be delivered. It's
Mhm.
got to be done.
Hmm.
Yes, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Wow.
And you got bad apples in every barrel, but
Yeah.
when you do freight delivery,
Mhm.
it's got to be done. And I'm telling you, UPS is one of the toughest places I know of that delivers items. I don't know how FedEx is. I don't know how FedEx Ground is. That's more of a contracted commodity. And then you got FedEx Freight, and that works like your SDs and your Southeastern line. In fact, UPS just got out of the freight business. They sold their freight part to a company called T-Force.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're no longer you don't see the big 18. They went back to package type stuff.
Oh, okay.
And even when UPS went on strike before, way back in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
we saw SDs. Every union company has a non-union company in their pocket. I mean, Rayford's talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, UPS had SDs Express, and they also had Cardinal Freight. And then you had, when Consolidated Freight was here, they had Conway. If they went on strike, they had to sneak around, and Conway would haul their freight. You still got the freight, but it was a lot later, and that was non-union. And some of the freight commodities, you've got to be bonded and unionized to haul it. So that's why I'm saying them guys. I don't know what kind of wages they're after. They earn every dime they get. I mean, if you don't think so, just follow one day. Just say, hey, look, fella, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna ride behind you. I'm not out to shoot you. I just want to see how hard you work, and you'll change a whole lot of attitude on what them guys have to do.
Oh,
I believe it. Trust
it's not
me.
an easy job.
The amount of packages I've ordered, and some of them have been super heavy, and they've had to drag that mess up to my front porch. Trust me, I get it.
I've had some of those girls
I
get
get
out and
it.
just throw it over their shoulder and leave it on the doorstep, and I reach out and pick it
Oh,
up, and
yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
And
I've
some of
ordered
it's
furniture in a
COD.
box. Yeah.
I have too.
And you probably don't have that much of that anymore. Some of them used to be COD, so if they weren't there, you had to come back later on and do it again.
Yeah.
And then if they weren't there, you had to come back later on and do it again.
Well,
so
I
you
know.
may have to go as many as 3 times to that house.
I don't think
To
they do
collect your
COD
money.
anymore. I don't
No,
know. I don't think
no,
so. I
no
wouldn't.
But I remember the day
Yeah.
when they did.
Yeah, I remember the day when they
It
did
was
that. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't think the post office
tough.
does much of that
COD is
anymore.
not going like the
It
way of the
has
hard
to
check.
actually
You don't
be
Yeah.
have
paid
hard
for in
check.
advance. It's
yeah.
not really, it's just like, say, I sent you something,
Mm-hmm.
I have to pay the postage on it and then get it, the mail carrier will get it back from
Mhm.
you when you pay for
Yeah.
the COD, and then it's sent back to me.
Yeah, I don't think they do that anymore because I
No.
haven't seen anything COD
No.
in probably
But
20
I know
years.
air conditioning was one thing that they
Yes.
were hollering about, and bless the heart, they need it.
They
I
want
mean,
they
it's just
want
like
more
air
pay.
conditioning.
They want more
Yeah.
pay for the part-timers. The part-timers that run packages, they're only getting like $15 an hour. So they
Right.
want
Well,
more
I
pay for
agree.
them. Yes.
They need to pay. And we'll see, UPS was one of the first companies to hire, when they hired part-time help, they had benefits. One
Mhm.
of the first.
Right.
They could get insurance. They could get all kinds of incentives just to go to work there. And I know some guys that used to go in there and I call them box throwers. And they would go in there and work, and they'd work good at night and work, try to load those trucks up for those guys and stuff like that. And yeah, they got benefits. They were only part-time, but they got benefits. And that was a plus. I thought that was something. I thought that was great for UPS because, I'll give you an example. Citizen Roebuck. My
Mhm.
daddy worked for Citizen
Oh,
Roebuck. They had great
Sears.
benefits. But then they got this idea, especially here in Jacksonville, since it was a military town, we're only going to hire part-time help. Part-time help was 39 hours or less. Well,
Mhm.
with that, they didn't have to kick out any benefits, any
Right.
health insurance, anything.
Right.
Because they knew the most that they were probably going to be there was 4 to 8 years.
Yeah.
So they just don't, they hire part-time. And I remember Daddy was upset about that. They need some kind of benefits for these people. But no, they didn't.
That's
We'll do it.
sad. Yeah.
But I wanted to throw that a little bit in there. That's some of that
Thank you.
trucking
Yeah.
stuff that I've learned over the years. But I do believe in air conditioning because I would hate for the AC to go out on this dog.
Oh, I bet.
Because, like I said, that's 180 degree heat. And I got a dog. It's called a dog box. Part of the engine is inside of the cab.
Oh, no.
Tail end and engine. Yeah, so there's
No.
see it. It's what we call a dog box.
Mhm.
It comes inside the cab, and it's insulated, but it don't keep it all out. And my right leg, if I didn't have the AC running, my right leg would cook.
Oh, no.
imagine.
That's not good. No.
It is rough.
Oh yeah, well, that's just the way it is. You're trying to conserve the length of your truck
Mm-hmm.
to get around in. Plus, I have a heavy hauler, so the chassis is extra
Yeah.
long because I have an extra axle. So they're trying to cut it down a little bit,
Mhm.
and that's all that is. But it's amazing. Old girl gets hot. It sets on 180 to 195 to sometimes 205 degrees all the time.
Right.
No,
And
no.
so whatever
No.
underneath that hood,
No,
it's
no.
coming in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to throw that in. Y'all doing a fine job with the Hen House Chronicles. I
Well,
really
thank
can
you.
say that now.
Appreciate
We
that.
haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, appreciate
I
that.
hope Rafer gets better.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope he
He's
gets
wrestling
better.
He was
up.
worn out this morning.
It tore him up. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I bet so.
yeah.
I don't put my butt out there.
No. Mm-mm.
It's dangerous enough out here on land to me.
I agree.
But,
Yes, you
but y'all
take
it
care. Be
easy. I
safe.
will holler at y'all
Well,
later.
you be safe driving
thanks
out
for
there.
calling,
The
Tim.
weather.
You
Yeah.
too.
All right. See ya.
We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye. All right.
Speaking of weather.
Yeah. Let's take a break and we'll come back and do some weather. Live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. More than just floors, it's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, bashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
If your plans include travel or getting on the water this summer, please do so responsibly. This reminder courtesy of Waterway Realty in Swansboro. If you are looking to purchase a second home, condominium, cottage, or just a little fishing hut to get away in, Waterway Realty can help. Buying a new or second home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make, but it doesn't need to be complicated. Waterway Realty, 406 West Corbett Avenue in the Friendly City by the Sea, Swansboro, can help. Waterway Realty offers personalized service and experience when buying a home and will answer all the questions you may have about schools, transportation, shopping, and all that goes into buying a home other than just the price. Todd Matthews is a local boy growing up in Swansboro and is ready to help you find the home you're looking for. Give Todd a call today, 910-330-8659. Waterway Realty, 406 West Corbett Avenue in the Friendly City by the Sea, Swansboro.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the Friendly City by the Sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
When vacationing on our beautiful Crystal Coast, you come for the slower pace, the gentle waves, the salty air, and the quality time with family and friends. So while you enjoy our little piece of paradise, let the Barrow Low Country Kitchen help with meals. We'd love to cater your next family event with one of our Carolina-style seafood boils, enough to feed your entire crew. Or enjoy your meal outside at our pavilion on the waterfront. Come by land or by boat to the Barrow Low Country Kitchen in downtown Swansboro.
At Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point, they are proud to have been in the furniture and appliance business since 1965, and their goal is to continue to offer the best products and services to their customers at exceptional prices. Whether you are furnishing your year-round residence, beach house, condo, or office, they have the furnishings to fit any style. Their sales and design teams offer professional and personal service with product and fabric selection. Sound Furniture and Appliance, 600 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, carries name brands such as Sealy, Lazy Boy, and appliances by Sub-Zero, Wolf, Code, and Hashizaki. Financing and local delivery are available. Sound Furniture and Appliance open Monday through Friday from 8:30 till 6 and Saturdays from 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. Phone 252-393-8130 for Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we are back. Ready
It's
to
time
do some
for-
weather.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the marine forecast
Yeah.
first, which is brought to you by Tideline Marine, your one stop for fishing and boating supplies. From one of a kind fishing lures to traditional go to baits, Tideline has what you need or want, such as Tritune boats, Lund fishing boats, and even a couple top notch near shore and offshore aqua sports boats to get you where the big fish like to play. Check them out, Tideline Marine and Family, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Today, west winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 5 seconds, adjacent sounds and rivers with a light chop, a slight chance of thunderstorms, a slight chance of showers in the morning, and then a chance of showers in the afternoon. Tuesday, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming south in the afternoon, seas 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 6 seconds, adjacent sounds and rivers with a light chop, and a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, west winds around 5 knots, becoming south in the afternoon, seas around 2 feet, adjacent sounds and rivers flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon.
Today, mostly cloudy, a high of 87. According to this, 50% chance of rain after noon. Tonight, cloudy, then becoming partly cloudy. I still don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Low of 68. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 90. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, low of 69. And on Wednesday, sunny, high of 93.
Yeah, dog days of summer.
Well, looks like if everything holds as it is, according to this, for the rest of the week, you're going to need to water your gardens and flowers.
Yes.
But this is July. It's in the south. It's subject to
Right.
change. Thunderstorm pop up or whatever. But this says sunny.
I worked a little while on my
yeah.
garden yesterday, and the squash and zucchini are done. But I think I might try some pumpkin.
I thought about pumpkin, and
And
I've
said now's a
debated
good
it.
time to.
Yeah, is it? I debated it. I haven't. My cucumbers are coming in mass.
Look, my cucumbers are so crazy. I can go out there today, and they're little teeny cucumbers.
Mhm.
I can go out tomorrow, and they weigh about 5 pounds
Yeah.
a piece. I mean, they're exploding.
Mhm.
So
Mine are.
I've been taking a lot of them and giving them to a friend of mine who has farm animals because the pigs love cucumbers.
So let me ask you this: should I go ahead and pull up my zucchini plant?
No, if it's still producing, I
It's still
wouldn't
got
do
some
it.
flowers on it.
Yes,
My squash.
I would just
could
wait.
check my squash. I think my squash might be done. But
I had no luck with the squash and zucchini this
I
year.
did, and you seen mine. I don't know what I fed them, but I need to
I don't
figure
know
out
what you
because
did either,
mine
but
look amazing, and I've been like
mine
having
did
it
not
going
do
on.
nothing. In fact, I pulled up the remainder
Mm-hmm.
zucchini yesterday that were just root rotted from all the water. So
No, mine.
I don't know.
Mine
I'm
look
going to have to do a
amazing, like
little research on those. I tried
4
last
feet
year.
tall. It's like
Oh, yeah,
crazy.
Mine. But my cucumbers, there's not enough trellises I could put
I
out
got to
there for
add
'em.
some more. Yeah, I thought about that yesterday.
And my tomatoes.
I didn't do tomatoes since I can't eat them.
I just there's
I'm
so
sad.
many.
Yeah.
And-
I planted a watermelon.
Yes.
And it's doing its thing, but it's not green. There's no little baby watermelons on there yet.
Oh, I last year before I grew one watermelon, and it was doing very, very good. And then we had such rain, and it just mushed it out.
Yeah.
But I was getting excited about it, and then I went to pick it up one day, and it was like rotted on the bottom. I was like, ugh.
No,
But
so
I'm gonna
have to check
I'm
it
gonna try
out.
pumpkins.
Mhm.
Other than that,
I
think
thought about pumpkins. I looked at that last week. I was like, I was at Lowe's. I'm
Yes.
like, do I want to venture into this?
I don't think I want to do anything other though. I'm kind of vegged out right now because, like I said, I dehydrated a lot of stuff. I canned a lot of stuff, but there's no sense in me doing any more.
I want to try peas, but Rayford had told me you have to do those like in the fall.
Yes.
I am going to try
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
But I want sweet peas. I don't know
Yes.
I don't know what they're called. Are they called sweet peas? I don't know.
I don't know. Ask Robbie.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Robbie.
She's
'cause
the
she'll
expert.
be able to tell me.
She's the expert.
Yeah, because that's what I want.
Right.
All right, so I got another thing. This is a cool story, and if my daughter's listening, and I hope you are, you know how a lot of people were collecting those quarters, and they had those big, I call them cardboard things. I don't know. They had like each state, had a quarter.
Right.
Well, for all you quarter enthusiasts, you might want to go check if you have a 1999 Georgia quarter. There's some that are have errors on them, and they've now been estimated to have a value as up to $10,000 due to errors. So
It's probably those quarters I put in a car wash last
they were
week.
minted in
Darn it.
99. So what happened was here's another one in 2022, like the end of 2022, sold for $7,200, and some of them have gone for as much as $10,000. So here are some things that you see that if you have these Georgia quarters, you might want to check this out and then go have it evaluated. So if the Georgia quarter from 1999, because it's got the date on it, weighs between 5.9 and 6.3 grams on a coin scale. Okay, it's not supposed to. It's apparently supposed to be 5.67 grams for a typical copper nickel clad quarter. So if your little Georgia quarter from the year 1999 weighs 5.9 or 6.3 grams, that's one of the things.
I've got
Does
a
it appear
Connecticut.
thicker than normal? Has a golden or greenish color? Lacks the orange colored stripe on the edge of the coin? Lacks some or all of the ridges? Has a thicker rim than normal? If you have a quarter with any of those things, it says do not spend it. It says the U.S. Coins Guide recommended showing it to a reputable coin dealer or getting it certified by a third-party coin grading company. You could get super rich.
I'm telling you, it went into the car wash last week.
And they said if you do have one of those rare 1999 Georgia quarters and you want to sell it, according to this, the easiest way to do is by selling it on eBay. People are getting $7,000 up to $10,000 for these crazy Georgia quarters that are, I guess, for lack of a better term, rejects. They're just not right. But yeah, you can go online on MSN.com under money section. They got a whole article on this that came out yesterday. And my daughter used to collect, had that, little board with each state. So if you're listening, you need to go check that Georgia state and see if we have the 99 quarter. I'm tell you what, you can get some money off that. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. So
I'll be searching all my quarters from
I'm
this
telling
point
you.
on.
Yeah.
That is just amazing. How lucky could you be?
Can you imagine if you got, a little quarter and you get all this money for it? Yep.
All right. Would be awesome. Be a lot of online shopping.
Mm-hmm. So someone also sent me an article because they're, looking if you're a lifeguard, the Twin Rivers YMCA in New Bern, and the Twin Rivers governs the one here, but they have a lifeguard shortage. So they're saying that we need some lifeguards.
Well, how much do they pay?
Doesn't say, but because they have less than half their normal staff, and they've had to scale back on programs like water fitness and their pool hours. And their biggest fear is that the shortage will mean less children being taught to swim. So they're saying that they have a staff of 19 and they need over 30. 40 would allow, in the New Bern area to have pools at all times and more swim lessons. And say the president of the Eastern Carolina YMCA said they had to cancel programs like Safety Around Water, because it says that's more adults and kids can't swim. So they're not, they had to cancel these programs because they don't have the lifeguards. So it says they do it offering incentives, get trained. And if you can pass the training and you work at the YMCA, they'll train you for free and they'll give you a signing bonus.
Wow.
So if you are a lifeguard and you have time, then I highly suggest you do that because they need it. Otherwise, it's going to impact their programs.
Speaking of places that need employees, Onslow County Schools still looking for bus drivers. $2,500 bonus to sign on and $15 an hour.
They also are looking for teacher assistants.
Yeah, if you have children in the school system, teachers assistants, school bus drivers, what a perfect job. Because you're working the days your kids are in school, you're off on the days that they're out. It's good money, $15 an hour.
They need subs too.
Right. Yeah.
They need teachers. They need subs. I mean, there's a lot. So yeah, if you're looking for a job, and I think a lot of people are now that, as of July 1, the food stamps and the, other benefits with the state went away. Those benefits a lot of people were getting during COVID, that's gone.
Right.
So this may force people that weren't working to have to go back and get jobs.
Well, a lot of daycares, they're projecting over 1,500, 15. A lot of daycares closing down in North Carolina because the funds that the federal government was giving these daycares through the state for daycare centers during COVID, the funds are gone now and they're ending. And so there's going to be a lot of daycares closing down. Just got a report of a traffic accident, Whaley Field Road and Gum Branch Road. There you go.
Whaley Field Road and Gum Branch?
That's further up towards Richlands area, but still, Gum Branch Road, let me tell you. Have you seen all the construction they're doing on that road?
Yes, I have to go up Gum Branch to go to my daughter's house, my youngest daughter's house. Yep.
Yeah. They're widening that into 3 lanes in most areas. On Gum Branch Road, I've watched their yards slowly.
I was wondering about that because, you see where they're starting to do work. I mean, some of these people's front doors are going to be almost at the road. That is scary to me.
I would.
I really feel for them.
I would rent it out or sell it and be gone.
I mean, because you see how much yard they don't have now, and what's going to happen. They're already starting to put the cones in, and it's just very, no way. I wouldn't feel safe. I'd be worried that somebody drunk or just lose control or have some kind of issue
That's happened
coming right through
before.
the yard.
Well,
Yes.
It's happened. It's happened out there.
I mean, I don't.
Do you drink any energy drinks?
No, I can't.
I don't drink.
I'm allergic to
them.
caffeine. There's no
Oh.
way I could drink that. No,
Oh,
no way.
So
Yeah.
glad I'm not allergic to
Yeah.
caffeine as much as I drink coffee. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who is a Democrat in New York, is calling on the Food and Drug Administration to investigate Prime, a sports drink partially owned and promoted by YouTube influencers Logan Paul and KSL over concerns of the drink's high levels of caffeine, which could be very harmful to children.
Correct.
One of the summer's hottest status symbols for kids is not an outfit or a toy, it's a beverage. But buyer and parents beware because it's very dangerous for kids. Right now, Prime is advertised as being a vegan product and having zero sugar, but its energy drink contains 200 milligrams of caffeine per 12 ounces, an amount that's equivalent to about a dozen cans of Coke or nearly 2 Red Bull energy drinks.
Yikes.
So parents, I'd be concerned about letting your children have this. And you've got those YouTube influencers that make it look cool for kids.
Yes.
But this is dangerous.
Once again, which is why I say to parents, look at what your kids are watching on YouTube.
No, this could put a child
Monitor
into
that. Yeah.
possible health
Yes.
issues.
Yes.
Like heart problems, anxiety, and digestive issues. Look, I can't even drink 1 can of Red Bull. No, that
It's not
makes
good
my
for
heart
you. No.
my heart flutter and beat rapidly. But yes, I think the FDA definitely needs to take a look at this
Yeah.
because that's not safe at all, in my
No.
opinion. Says you've got to have an energy drink just to get your energy up. There's more issues than that.
I agree.
Definitely.
Yep. All right, let's take a break. We're live in local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. We'll be right back.
Summer vacation season is here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension service. Cedar Point Tire carries all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire, come ride with us.
Since 1997, locally owned and operated Jersey Mike's, 301E Western Boulevard right here in Jacksonville, has provided only the best hot and cold subs and healthy salads to our community and our military neighbors, and thanks all our customers for making Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's features hot and cold subs in different sizes, served Mike's way or your way, in addition to delicious, healthy salads. To place your order or for takeout, phone 910-353-8091. Once again, Sam Duran and the staff of Jersey Mike's, 301E Western Boulevard, Jacksonville, thanks you for making them a sub above.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for summer, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Each machine features a strong deck with a variety of sizes available, designed to deliver a premium cut. An assortment of attachments and accessories, sold separately, allow you to use your mower for more than just cutting grass. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Endurance Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vented cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, and we are back. You know, when you travel, you really expect TSA to do right. You know, you always hear a lot of horror stories about them anyway. And I'm reading this story that just came out of the Miami International Airport, where 3 TSA officers were arrested for stealing from passengers during the security screenings.
Man, that sucks.
A 22-year-old, a 33-year-old, and a 20-year-old. They were arrested this past Thursday on charges of organized schemes to defraud. And so what happened was they did some kind of it was at checkpoint E, whatever that is. The 3 officers, while on duty, were seen on surveillance video conspiring together to distract passengers as they were being screened, and they stole money from their belongings. What happened was the detectives started researching the thefts because a case that was recent case that was opened by police. They watched the surveillance video provided by the TSA, and the detectives saw Forster, Williams, and Gonzalez remove $600 from a passenger's wallet while they were being screened. And then they were seen on several other incidents conspiring together to commit more thefts. I don't know how they knew they were conspiring to commit more. They were formally interviewed at the TSA Command Center. They waived their rights and they confessed. But 2 of them did. Williams did not. He refused to speak. So then they were processed and arrested. That's just terrible. You know, that is awful.
Well, if I think I had that much money, I'd have it in my jeans pocket or something.
Probably would too.
And at least until I got on the plane, and then I'd put it in my book bag. I like to carry a book bag with all my, stuff in it on the plane, so you have it all right there.
Well, I a lot of times, especially when I'm flying internationally, you have to put a lot of things, but I stand there and watch.
Right. Oh, I do too.
I watch them like hawks. I'm not going to be distracted. Like, no, let's,
Oh, that could be the game. One distracts you while the other
That's what it says they were
off.
doing.
Yes.
They were distracting, and then ripping. That is just sad. Just sad.
Hey, we had a press release come out Friday from District Attorney Ernie Lee.
Okay.
It's over a case in Sampson County. On July 5th, 2023, a Sampson County Superior Court defended Gustavo Adolfo Alvarez of Faison pled guilty to second-degree murder and concealment of death. Get this, Judge Robert C. Roop, as we all know, Bob Roop, of Onslow County, sentenced the defendant to an active sentence of a minimum of 300 months and a maximum of 372 months, 108 months for the concealment of death, all to be served in the North Carolina Department of Adult Correction. Yeah, I was like, how many months is that? That's
300 months is 25 years.
Right.
And then he got 108, right?
Then he got another 80 to 108 months for concealment.
Okay, so I did 108. Wait a minute, let me do it again. That's another 9 years. So
Wow.
that's what, almost about 34 years.
Right.
Yeah.
The state's evidence showed that on September 20th, 2020, the defendant stabbed and killed the victim, Elvis Orlando Jimenez Rogue, on September 21, 2020, buried his body in the woods behind 124 Lopez Lane in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The defendant and victim lived together at that address with their significant others, and the homicide stemmed from an argument that the victim and defendant had concerning some visitors at the residence. The defendant and victim were friends. The defendant's sister was the victim's girlfriend. Sure, this sounds like a Jerry Springer
It
show.
does. Yeah.
The defendant and victim were drinking alcohol that
I
day,
knew
and
it.
then an argument ensued over who was allowed to visit the residence. I remember when this happened. The investigation was conducted by the Sampson County Sheriff's Office and was led by Detective Matthew Thornton, with Deputy Alex Hernandez providing invaluable bilingual interpretation and assistance. The Sampson County Sheriff's Office also requested and received assistance from the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation in the clandestine grave excavation behind 124 Lopez Lane. This office values and appreciates the hard work of Sheriff Jimmy Thornton and the Sampson County Sheriff's Office, as well as the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, in thoroughly investigating this case. The defendant committed a senseless act against the victim after both had been drinking. As a result of the senseless act, one man is deceased and one is in prison for significantly a long period of time, and that was from Ernie Lee, District Attorney.
How old is the guy that got sentenced?
Let me see. I don't think it ever gave his age. It didn't give his age.
Okay, because he got roughly 34 years.
Yeah,
So I'm just curious to see how old he was.
Yes,
Oh,
it
wow.
doesn't say, but I don't know. Don't know. Did not say in this press release, but
Wow.
wow.
Well, I just got something popped up
Buried
here.
him in the backyard.
That's terrible. Well, here's what I got to say about that. They said they live with their significant others.
Right.
What did she have to say about this? Like, don't bury my husband in the yard? Like, I have questions.
Yeah.
I
A lot
mean,
of drinking that night.
I'm telling, did she not know? Yeah. Would you go, where is he at? And nobody know. I mean, questions.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Significant others could be
girlfriend. It could be wife. It
could be boyfriend.
Yeah. Could be, well, whoever.
That's right.
Did the significant other not say, where's my partner?
Well, this happened in 2020. This is 2023. So another one done, over with.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get rid COVID backed up a lot of court cases.
Right.
So, all right, let's take a break. And when we come back, there's a recall on bicycles.
No
So I want
way.
to put it out. So if any parent has, because it's for kids' bikes. So we'll talk about that when we get back. We're live in Local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and custom threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
When Ronnie Watson and Steve Matthews first came to Emerald Isle, they came by ferry or private boat because there was no bridge. As the area grew, Ronnie Watson became mayor. And since that beginning, the Emerald Isle and Atlantic Beach area has continued to grow and is one of the top family beaches on the East Coast. In 1978, Ronnie and Steve formed Watson Matthews Real Estate and joined the residential development of Emerald Isle. They were the developers of several residential subdivisions, including Land's End, Emerald Plantation, and played a part in the development of Emerald Landing, Royal Oaks, Stop and Ridge, and several others. Ronnie and Steve realized that the spectacular growth would not have been possible without the community, military families, and neighbors. Watson Matthews Real Estate, serving Emerald Isle and the Atlantic Beach area since 1978. Phone 252-354-2872. Online at watsonmatthews.com.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back for our final little while. So if you or your kids, let me make sure I got this off here, have a bike, and it's called, or if you purchase a bike called the Woom, WOOM bike, it's from the bicycle company Woom. They've recalled 84,000 of its original bicycles because there is a risk of the handlebars completely detaching. Now that's scary.
No, that's not good.
The news release says that the recall includes all of the 2018 to 2021 model bikes, and they're designed for riders from the ages of 18 months to 14 years old. They were sold at Woom.com, it's WOOM, Amazon.com, and bicycle stores nationwide through March 22nd. There were 6 versions. Balance bikes, Woom 1 and Woom 1 Plus, that's for like little kids. Pedal bikes, Woom 2 through 6. They come in several colors, and with Woom is on the front and the sides. And the Consumer Protection, Commission says people should stop using the recall bikes and contact Woom Bikes USA for a free repair kit. And they are contacting all known purchasers directly, the ones they know purchased the bikes. But you can go to www.cpsc.gov/recalls to learn about the recall. So, that's dangerous. You have your kid riding a bike and the handlebars detached. They've had a lot of kids fall and gotten hurt from that. So if you have a Woom bike, this is articles on WITN's website. So if you want to read it for yourself, it's on WITM.com. But absolutely, you need to if you have that bike, you get that thing checked.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yes, indeed. That could be very, very hazardous.
And then in Carteret County on next Monday, July 17th, at the Pine Knoll Shores Town Hall, the Carteret County Sheriff's Office is offering a presentation for parents on internet safety, for the specifically geared for those who use electronic devices capable of connecting to the internet. And they're saying that the crimes are increasing, which we already know. We've talked about it repeatedly. And they want to educate and aware parents to keep your child from becoming a victim. They're saying that the new internet crimes include online solicitation, grooming, child sexual abuse materials, child porn, sextortion, and other offenses that sexually exploit children through the internet. If you have questions about the presentations, you can contact Detective Bishop at 252-728-8400, extension 8849. So if you're in Carteret County, or even I would say even if you're in Onslow and want to go, it's next Monday at 7 at the Pine Knoll Shores Town Hall.
That's great. And just another public service announcement in Swansboro today and tomorrow. Highway 24 near Waters Hardware is going to be reduced down to one lane as NCDOT they're going to be doing some road repairs.
Okay.
So
where's this at?
Swansboro,
Okay.
Highway 24 East. It'll be reduced down to one lane while NCDOT works on the road, and between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So be aware of that. If you're going into Swansboro and you see that there is a delay on the roadway, then it's because of the work being done. So use caution when you're going up through there. Swansboro's gotten busy enough on the roads. Have you been up that way lately?
I was up there, about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, it's busy now, especially
It's very busy
with the beach season here.
Mhm. Yep. That's going to be a traffic nightmare right there if it's just one lane.
And
What a nightmare.
Any meetings tonight?
Yes, the Board of Education
Board
is
of
meeting
Education.
tonight for their vote on the YMCA, whether they're going to fund the YMCA.
Yeah,
it's-
no, they're voting on the MOU tonight.
the MOU, yes,
Right.
which would fund it.
Which
Yeah.
it's not an agreement to pay them, and it's just signing into a contract for negotiations, more or less is what it is. It's not an agreement that you will go through with it. The MOU is just a memorandum of understanding what it's all about. So even if they voted for it tonight by majority, they can go back later and say, no, we've decided not to do this, because the MOU does not hold them liable for signing on and paying the $3 million. And that's the same with, like, the county's already voted on that. The city was supposed to have voted, but I don't know if they did or not. And then the Board of Education tonight. So it's the first step in contract negotiations. So we'll see what happens, but I'll be at the ball game, 7 o'clock, New River. Check me out. Bring some canned food.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening. We're live in Local Real Talk. We will see you in the morning at 7 a.m. Hopefully, Rayford may or may not be back tomorrow. He may have somewhere he has to be, so we'll see.
Yes.
But enjoy your day. Be safe out there. It's going to be hot. It's humid. But come out tonight, 7 o'clock, to Jack Amyette to watch the ball game, unless it rains, and we'll see what
We'll
happens.
know. We'll post it. We'll share the post if
We
it
will.
does.
Okay, we're live in Local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. After meeting with the British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, President Biden's meeting with